Life can be terrible sometimes. Today is one of those times. Once again, I'm like one day behind on my comic. So Friday night, instead of like spending it playing video games or anything awesome, I'm drawing a comic page. Which I'm fine with. I like drawing comic pages. I probably should be spending my Friday nights doing it anyway until I'm caught up. But I hate having to do them. I hate being late. That's what I mean. I hate being late on them. I've got other stuff that I'd like to do, other projects I want to do, and I don't know. I've spent like 2 hours finishing up the last page after spending several hours on it yesterday. So I do have Friday. It's like weird. I feel like I have Friday off because I just have work. Yeah, that's how like hectic my life is right now. So I'm probably like sad. I really need to get caught up, but I'm really like not going to be able to because of the type of person that I am. However, I am almost a third of the way done with my comic, so I do need to start working on that. I have so much to do, and like no motivation to do it. I'm getting a little bit better than I normally am, but it's like almost 1. I need to go to bed because that's what it is. But I've missed too many vlog videos because I feel that this is important. Do you think it's important? Let me know. Write me a comment below. Even if you're on Facebook, write me a comment. Hit like. Tell me that you liked it. Because I'm like a fame vampire. 2 points if you know where that's from. And if I have an audience, I will perform. And the longer and more of an audience I have, and the more feedback I get from the audience, the more confident I am in myself and my performance. Today when I was doing my D&D game, running the D&D game, which is why I'm running late on stuff, because I have to focus on that, well, pretty much while at work. I have to write for that. I'm almost done with it, though. I ended up doing like 3 weeks worth of stuff, barely anything, nothing extremely epic. But anyway, when I'm there, I was able to have an awesome experience because Paul had a character that he was playing like his character would play, and I was able to try and get him to do evil things by lying, having an evil amulet lie to him and convince him of things and try and do all of this stuff. And it was great because he was playing along with it, and it managed to take my one combat encounter that I had and made a good night of it. And so I can do, like, next week's the airship and the forest. So 2 big wave battles and 1 foresty battle, which will probably won't be a fight or much of a fight. At most it'll be like 2 bears and a wildcat before Druid comes in and stops them and like stomps on people for being evil. That's gonna be fun. But for the most part, it'll be really quick. I'll be done next week. I think I learned a lot more. I definitely I have been doing a better job of DMing this time around than when I tried to do something epic. I think that when you start DMing, you need to do something that's like 3 weeks long is perfect, because that gives you the first week to start the story, and kind of rough. You make a bunch of mistakes, you get feedback from people. The second week is about using that feedback, seeing how well it worked for you. In my case, like, I understand people like hitting, but they were hitting on ridiculously low numbers, and so, or ridiculously often for a lot. They dealt, there's like 6 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 4 or 5? There's 6 of them. 5 of them made an attack. One of them didn't really count because it was like 20 damage. 4 took turns and dealt 198 damage to my guy that I had 200 hit points on. Yeah, and so, I'm watching this and I'm like, 100 plus another 100. So after that, I had added 200 hit points, and he had 202 hit points. And so then I started doing some pretty cheap stuff, and that actually made it really awesome. I was really pleased with how that combat turned out. I was really pleased with how the role-playing turned out. I was beaten to a pulp pretty easy, but I set up a scenario where I had an undead psychopath versus a bunch of, holy Avenger type peoples who dealt radiant damage that gave me extra damage. So I could have drawn it out longer if I had removed resistances and stuff, but I managed to do pretty good. So anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Please let me know if there's anything you want to talk about. Write it below. And yeah, I'll get to it. I do want to do an episode on hair pretty soon. I'm not sure. I do need time to do it. I need time to think and prepare. And I don't have that yet. When I find that, then I'll do it. Because suddenly occurring to me, I still have to draw 2 or 3 more pages. The original sketch. So, life. That would have been great if I